Welcome to today's Catholic Daily Readings from Christus Dominus Bread of Life. A reading from the Book of Wisdom. Truly, all men are vain in whom there is not the knowledge of God, and from these good things that are in sight they could not understand him who is, nor, by paying attention to the works, did they recognize the artificer. Instead, they placed the fire, or the wind, or the air, or the circle of the stars, or the great water, or the sun and moon, as the gods that rule the world. If they, being delighted by their beauty, have taken these to be gods, let them know how much the Lord of these is better. For the originator of beauty created these things. Or if they have admired their power and their effects, let them understand by these things that he who created them is mightier than they are. For by the greatness of the beauty and of the creature, the creator of these will be seen, so as to be known by them. Yet, as to these, they are less to be blamed. For perhaps they wander astray, seeking God and willing to find him. For as they are busied among his works, they search, and they believe what they see, because the things that are seen are beautiful. Yet even so they are not to be excused. For if they were able to know so much that they could consider the world, how is it that they did not more easily find the Lord of these things?
The heavens proclaim the glory of God. The skies display the work of his hands. Day to day pours out his word. Night to night reveals his plan. No speech, yet all can hear. Creation sings his presence near. Through all the earth their song resounds, a melody without a sound. The heavens proclaim the glory of God. All creation testify. From sunrise light to starlit night, your glory fills the skies. Your word endures through every age. Your truth, the anchor of our days. Yet we forget the hands that made the beauty we behold. Wake our hearts to see beyond the stars, to know the one who made them all. Every breath, a borrowed grace. Every heartbeat sings your praise. The heavens proclaim the glory of God, and the firmament shows his word. Your name resounds from sea to sky. Your kingdom fills the earth. You're coming soon, O Son of Man. Lightning flashing sky to sky. Let our hearts be found awake. For you could come tonight. The heavens proclaim the glory of
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. And just as it happened in the days of Noah, so also will it be in the days of the Son of Man. They were eating and drinking, they were taking wives and being given in marriage, even until the day that Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. Likewise, just as it happened in the days of Lot, they were eating and drinking, buying and selling, planting and building. But on the day that Lot departed from Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven, and it destroyed them all. According to these things, so shall it be on the day when the Son of Man will be revealed. In that hour, whoever will be on the rooftop, and his goods in the house, let him not descend to take them. And whoever will be in the field likewise, let him not turn back. Remember Lot's wife. Whoever has sought to save his life will lose it, and whoever has lost it will bring it back to life. I say to you, in that night there will be two in one bed. One will be taken up, and the other will be left behind. Two women will be grinding grain together. One will be taken up, and the other will be left behind. Two men will be in a field. One will be taken up, and the other will be left behind. Responding, they said to him, Where, Lord? And he said to them, Wherever the body will be, there the eagles will be gathered together. Join us for today's reflection. You think you're ready for Jesus to return. You're not. That's the uncomfortable truth in today's gospel. People were eating and drinking, getting married, buying property, running their businesses, living normal lives. Then the flood came. Fire fell. Everything ended. They weren't ready because they thought they had more time. You're doing the same thing. You have plans for next year, retirement goals, kids' college funds, career moves, projects you'll start when you have time, relationships you'll fix eventually, that conversation you'll have when the moment's right. You're living like you have decades, you might have days. Jesus isn't being dramatic, he's being honest. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the Son of Man. People were living normal lives, nothing seemed wrong, then judgment came, suddenly, completely, without warning beyond what they'd already been told. Noah preached for years while building the ark. People saw him working. They heard his warnings. They thought he was crazy, right up until the water rose. Then they realized he was right. Too late, the door was shut. Lot's wife looked back. That's all she did. One backward glance at the life she was leaving. One moment of attachment to what was burning. She became a pillar of salt. Jesus says, remember her. Remember that attachment to what you're supposed to leave behind will destroy you. Two people in one bed. One is taken, one is left. Two women grinding meal together. One is taken, one is left. Two men in the field. One is taken, one is left. Same location, same activity, same appearance, completely different eternal destination. The difference isn't visible, it's about readiness. Where the corpse is, there the vultures will gather. Jesus uses a brutal image. Spiritual death attracts spiritual destruction. You can't see it from the outside, but it's real and it's final. Wisdom says all people are vain who don't know God. They look at the world and miss the craftsman. They see fire, wind, stars, water. They think these things are gods, but they never recognize the one who made them. How much more powerful than the things he made must their maker be? They study the works and miss the artist. They analyze creation and never find the creator. You do this constantly. You're amazed at the universe. You study science. You analyze nature. You're impressed with beauty and order and complexity, but you stop there. You treat the creation as if it explains itself, like a painting with no painter, a building with no architect. You're smart enough to be impressed, not wise enough to ask who made it. The heavens proclaim the glory of God. The firmament shows the work of his hands. Day after day takes up the story. Night after night makes known the message. No word, no speech, no voice is heard, yet their message goes out through all the earth. Creation is preaching, constantly. Every sunrise, every star, every flower, every human face. The message is the same. This didn't make itself. Someone made this, someone ordered this, someone designed this. You see the sermon every day, you're just not listening. Here's what this means practically. You're not ready because you're treating normal life as ultimate reality. You're eating, drinking, marrying, buying, selling, planting, building. Nothing wrong with any of that. Jesus isn't condemning normal activities. He's condemning the assumption that normal life continues indefinitely. It doesn't. You have fights with your spouse that you plan to resolve eventually. You have anger toward your parents you'll deal with when you're ready. You have bitterness toward that person who wronged you that you're holding onto until they apologize. You have sins you're planning to confess someday. You have a relationship with God you'll take seriously when life settles down. You're not ready. Two people doing the same thing. One is taken, one is left. The difference is readiness. One person is doing normal life while staying ready for Jesus to return. The other person is doing normal life while assuming Jesus won't return yet. Same activities, completely different heart posture, completely different outcome. Remember Lot's wife. She left Sodom. She obeyed the command to flee. She was on her way to safety. Then she looked back, one moment of attachment, one moment of longing for what she was leaving. That's all it took. Jesus says remember her because attachment to what you're supposed to leave behind will kill you even after you've started leaving it. What are you looking back at? What are you still attached to that you know you're supposed to leave? What compromise are you holding on to? What sin are you keeping? What relationship that's pulling you away from God are you refusing to release? You're leaving Sodom, but you keep looking back. Jesus says that will destroy you. The fool studies the works and remains ignorant of the craftsman. They should have known from the greatness and beauty of created things their Creator. They're without excuse. They had everything they needed to find God. They just didn't look past the creation to the Creator. You're surrounded by evidence of God every day, in every direction. The complexity of a single cell, the precision of planetary orbits, the beauty of music, the miracle of consciousness, the existence of moral law, the longing for meaning that every human feels. Creation is shouting at you. You're just distracted by the creation itself. People weren't ready in Noah's day because they were comfortable. Life was normal, business as usual. Then judgment came. People weren't ready in Lot's day because they were attached to their homes, their possessions, their lifestyle, their city. They couldn't let go. Then judgment came. You're not ready because you're both comfortable and attached. Comfortable enough to think you have time. Attached enough to keep looking back at what you know you should leave. Jesus says one day is coming when comfortable normal life will end instantly. An attachment to what you're leaving will destroy you. Where will you be when that day comes? In bed, at work, going about your normal routine. Will you be the one taken or the one left? The difference won't be your activity. It'll be your readiness. Whether you were living normal life while staying ready for Jesus, or living normal life while assuming he wouldn't come yet, the heavens are proclaiming, every day, are you listening? Creation is preaching, every moment. Are you seeing past the works to the craftsman? Jesus is coming. Suddenly, are you ready? You're not, but you could be. Stop assuming you have more time. Stop looking back at what you're supposed to leave. Stop being impressed with creation without worshiping the Creator. Start living like Jesus could return today, because he could.